I'm going to go through this one pretty quickly. Sine squared x plus 2 sine x times cosine x is equal to 0 for all the values between 0 and 360. So remember that the sine curve oscillates. So we're going to have multiple values, and let's determine what the solution is. So what the first step is go ahead and try it on your own first. Pause the video. We're going to look at this. So I factored out sine of x. It's here in red is equal to that. And don't forget, if you factor out, like, say, x squared plus 6x, if you factor out x, you're going to have two values. You're going to have is equal to 0. You're going to have x is equal to 0 and x plus 6 is equal to 0, so negative 6. 0 and negative 6. It's a similar type of scenario, except there's some trigonometry involved. All right, so the first one is sine of x is equal to 0. I'm going to do that part first. And don't forget the unit circle. We went over that in the last video. I'm going to quickly sketch it. So where's the sine equal to 0? Remember, sine's the vertical, so it's at 0 degrees, and it's at 180 degrees, and then all the way around. So back to 360. And then to come back to this, it's less than and equal to 360. So we've got to include that. So don't forget that. That's easy to forget. If you forget, no problem, but try not to. All right, so now we're going to do, so we found this part. So we found the red components here of this equation. Now we've got to find the blue component. For some reason I used red marker, but it's the same. We're just setting up two equations. It's fine. Sorry. So we're going to solve this part now. And the next step is subtract 2 cosine of x. And I want to go back. I mentioned this in a video before. Don't forget that the tangent of theta, or x, is equal to the sine of theta over cosine of theta. All right? God, what? I've got a stalker or something. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide cosine of x. I don't really. Nobody cares about me. I'm going to divide cosine of x, and if you have sine of x over cosine of x and you have tangent of x, you leave behind the negative 2. So we have tangent of x minus 2. And the next step is use the calculator. And here's what we get, but this is where it gets a little bit confusing because the tangent curve goes every 180 and it keeps repeating. So that's a tangent of x, and there's a tangent curve. So to find out all the values between 0 and 360, and it's 0 and 360, and we got negative 63. So again, it goes every 180. So what we're going to do is we're going to add 180 to this. We're going to find the solution to the first, whoops, plus plus. Will that work? Let's try it. Okay, 116, which is here, 0.6. And then I'm going to add 180 again. Whoops, I'm not even showing it, okay. 296.6, and we have 5 values. Okay, so let me give you a bird's eye view of this, and that's the end.